You dirty looks.
It's harsh.
Okay.
I'm not giving you a dirty look.
Good morning, Miss Taylor.
Good morning.
You can't give dirty looks right now. I might actually have to call you out on it. You know how I do that. Oh yeah, I admonished.
Miss Taylor, I took care of that for you today. Are they arresting people all of a sudden again now? Is this what's happening?
Yeah.
You're arresting people.
Traffic stops are back.
Because Eric was like, he was signing warrants, and they just had hold on them. But I guess these holds are no longer holds and seem to be.
Talking about
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you in the future, you got three choices. You can come here,
Go downtown.
Call.
We can call too.
Not us, but them.
Miss T, how are you?
All right, how are you?
Dex, you doing well?
I am. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Judge Whitehead is working this weekend. I don't know who's working with him.
Yes. Good weekend. Who's gonna be the clerk this weekend?
Dead silence over here.
I know, there's nobody saying anything over here.
I like I'm here Saturday. Sunday should be Sharon.
That's Denise?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot you can't see us.
All right.
How much time do you need to start?
We're ready.
We're
Your
ready,
Honor.
Judge. Miss Haling,
I mean,
this
the
is your
big one's
last
not up here
day.
yet. The big one's
Yes,
not.
it is.
Congratulations.
We wish you the best.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
They were nice to you. They like you.
And don't be afraid to get with those juveniles out there. They bad,
She
girl.
can handle them. She can handle them. I got confidence in her.
Miss T, we're calling Pedro Pena out of order. He was medical yesterday. If he's still medical, I'm going to still proceed on it. His attorney's present.
Okay.
Yes.
He's not coming again.
Okay. All right. I'm going to call. And then I saw Attorney Michael Zimjewski in court. Hold on one second.
Yes.
Is he going to be
He's for Samuel Wright and the felonies.
Samuel Wright?
Yes,
Felonies? Okay, Mr. Z, if you can hear me, I'll go ahead and try to move your case up to get you out of there.
He's outside talking to his client.
Okay. And then State and PD's office, I did not write the case number. Perhaps you can make an offer because he has 17 days on.
We stopped him.
I'm going to try to spell this. G-E-B.
Okay.
G-E-B-R-E-T-S-A-D-I-C. You don't have his first name, but he's in on it. I think it's like a bunch of misdemeanors and county ordinance violations. So, all right.
Atkins too?
Yeah, the new law's an MO case, right? I think. Like a disorderly.
Oh, you already know.
Felony.
I thought it was.
Oh,
She told me Bob.
might totally be wrong. Okay.
It's a misdemeanor. Misdemeanor.
Because he'll get a, I think he's going to get the bond on the felony. So, okay, instead of revoking it or considering that, just keep that in mind. All right, on record.
Okay.
I'm saying it.
First appearances. Good morning, Mr. Williams.
Good morning.
Appearance for the state and the PD's office.
Copy.
Zara Manikia on the Office of the Public Defender.
Keisha Halen, Office of the Public Defender.
All right, thank you. Let's go ahead and start with Pedro Pena. His appearance is being waived by his attorney. He was advanced for medical, reset for medical. Case number 2020 CF 5926-5931. Appearance for the record. All right, Mr. Brown, he's here for an ag assault, battery, and a second ag assault. What would you like to do on this?
Judge, in 2020 CF 5926, I'm not arguing PC. I asked the court to reduce the bond on the ag assault, deadly with a weapon to 1,000. The state was recommending 2,500 and asked to leave count 2 as is.
Okay, and then what about 5931?
I'm sorry, switch that. It was the firearm that state requested 2,500. Leave as is on the weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, so having found PC, yes, the judge found PC yesterday. Anything else?
Yeah, on the Agri assault firearm in 2020 CF 5931, as Mrs. Swan, as the state just said, they're recommending $2,500 bond. We'd be asking for $1,000 on that. And ask the court to set bond. It's entitled to a bond.
Um,
We agree with the other conditions the state is requesting.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and set the conditions in both of them. There's going to be no contact with the victim, no return to the scene of the crime. Defendant is not to possess any weapons. I'll stay all the bonds in 5926, and in 5931, I'll set bond at $2,500.
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Brown?
No, Your Honor. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Stay safe and have a good weekend.
You as well, Judge.
Probation, you want to address something with me, or fugitives? Give me just a moment. BRC,
No problem, Your Honor.
come on up.
You too.
Hello, nice to see you. Okay, I'm doing fugitive warrants. 20 FW 11 Jamel Smith. He has signed and waived. Robert Gregg with 2 G's at the end out of Pennsylvania. He has waived. Double check that I've done all the signatures. These two. That's, I said it, and I didn't know if those go to, here you go. Out of Puerto Rico, Christian Santiago, he's waived. Out of St. Louis, Missouri, Mr. Werner has waived. Out of New York, Ramon Sanchez has waived extradition. Out of St. Louis, Missouri, Mr. Norris has waived. Xavier Rivers out of South Carolina has waived. And finally, order dismissing. What's the basis for dismissal on Kwasi Hamilton? Go ahead and tell me on record. It's okay. You need to be sorry. Okay. No longer wish to extradite out of New York. Okay, stay well. You're welcome. Great. 2,500
On the,
on the new one.
okay.
State stipulated and, or states recommended, and then those conditions.
The other product.
Mr. Zimjewski, Samuel Wright, is
Yes.
that the W?
Yes, Judge, good morning.
Thank you, ma'am. Samuel Wright, case
Yes, ma'am.
number 20 CF 4918. Good, is that Mr. Wright with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, appearance for the record, please.
Michael Zimieski on behalf of Mr. Samuel Wright.
All right, good morning, Mr. Wright. You're here for 2 counts of trafficking in cocaine between 28 and 200 grams, sale and delivery of fentanyl, trafficking in cocaine again between 28 and 200 grams, trafficking in fentanyl 4 grams or more, trafficking in cocaine between 28 and 200 grams, trafficking in fentanyl between above 4 grams, and finally, I'm sorry, 2 more counts, another count of trafficking in fentanyl above 4 grams, and finally, unlawful use of a 2-way communication device. Mr. Zimjewski, would you like to be heard?
Yes, Judge. Judge, having reviewed the record, it appears that Mr. Wright's bond's currently set, if my math is correct, at $358,500, just based on the number of trafficking charges. I was just retained this morning, Judge, so I haven't had a chance to look at it. Judge, we would ask the court to entertain, if the court were to set a bond on the top trafficking charge and then perhaps setting a minimal bond on the remainder. I believe Mr. Wright would then, in speaking with his family, would be able to post bond.
What's the total bond you believe he can afford? And I just said total so I can work out those numbers.
Sure. Judge, I mean, preferably something under 100,000.
Do you have any testimony to put on record?
Judge, I don't know if his is it your fiance, Tiffany? She was supposed to be here, Judge, but I know they won't let you in without a mask, so that may be an issue. But she is employed as an officer of the court. I can advise you that she is employed, and she has advised that she will do between herself and other family members what they can do as far as that amount.
Say there's no objection to $75,000 on count 1, subsidiaries of $150 on counts 2 through 9.
You said 5,000?
$75,000
Okay.
on count 1, and then $150 on counts 2 through 9.
Okay.
No drugs.
I think that's appropriate, and it's still meeting the numbers. I'll follow the state's recommendation. How long has the defendant lived in this community? And has ties?
His entire life, Judge. And he does
All
have
right.
2 minor children. I also inquired, Mr. Wright, you do not possess a passport, correct?
No, sir.
He does not does not possess a passport either, Judge.
Okay. So I'll follow the state's recommendation on count 1. I'll set it at $75,000 on all remaining counts, 150. That would be subsidiary.
Yes,
With the
Judge.
conditions that he not possess, use, or consume any illegal drugs or have any drug paraphernalia and possess no weapons. If he owns any weapons, they do need to be surrendered to law enforcement.
Very good.
Is there
Judge.
anything else you'd like me to do on his case?
Nothing
ma'am.
else this, oh, I'm sorry.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Zajewski. Stay well.
Thank you. Same to you, Judge. Thank you.
Spanish interpreter? Spanish interpreter next or pass?
The Spanish interpreter. Your Honor, the first person on the Spanish interpreter list, Condova, he bonded.
Okay.
Court interpreters, can I help you?
Good morning. This is Judge Bigney in 9A. Can you connect with BRC 2?
2? Yes, Your Honor. Give me a second.
Have you been sworn in?
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
Can you hear okay?
Yes, Your Honor. I can hear well. I just want to check something on the camera because I think there might be, the microphones might be very close. I was getting a little bit of
Feedback.
interference. Yeah. If we could just have him step a little bit away from the mics, that might help. Thank you.
Sir, can you please tell me your name?
George Rodriguez Serra.
George Rodriguez Serra.
Case number 2020 MM3502. Mr. Rodriguez, I'm appointing a public defender. Would you like a lawyer to help you with your case?
En estos instantes no tengo nada, es primera vez que estoy aquí, desconozco mis derechos y todo eso.
Right now, I don't have anything, and I am not familiar with what my rights are or anything.
Okay, sir, I'm going to release you on pre-trial release. You do qualify, and because of your lack of understanding of the English language, I'll also appoint a public defender. Good luck to you, sir. Make sure you appear for all future court dates.
Any conditions, Your Honor?
No conditions. PTR.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm going to disconnect with the jail and just do over the PA. I can't do simul. It's cutting you off.
Okay, thank you.
She's gonna do it over the speaker. She's gonna do it over the speaker. Because she can't hear.
One moment.
Are we doing it over the speaker, Your Honor?
Yes, we're going to do it over the speaker, and if we can just move the microphone on the podium next to him.
Okay.
We won't use the headsets.
Sir, what is your name?
Señor, dígame su nombre.
Sir?
Dígame su nombre.
Sí, Joandri Santiesteban Castro.
Joandri Santiesteban Castro.
Okay, these are cases out of Walton County, Florida, 469 CFA.
Estos casos vienen del condado de Walton, 19469A.
Ok.
Sir, you're here for 2 warrants from Walton County.
Usted se encuentra aquí por 2 órdenes de arresto que vienen desde el condado de Walton.
2 órdenes de arresto, ¿por qué?
2 warrants? Why?
In 1 warrant, it's for uttering forged instrument. You're being held at no bond.
En una de ellas es por expender un documento falso y no se le permite fianza.
In the other warrant, it's for 2 counts of uttering forged instrument and 2 counts of possessing a similitude of driver's license.
En el siguiente son 2 cargos por expender documento falso y por tener una licencia de conducir que no es que es falsa.
I'll appoint a lawyer to help you with your case.
Se le designa abogado para ayudarle en la causa.
I cannot modify it,
No lo podré modificar.
but our judges will reach out to Walton County and see if they're willing to change it.
Pero nuestros jueces se comunicarán con el condado de Walton para ver si allá están dispuestos de cambiarlo.
¿Podría decir algo?
May I say something?
Sure, but keep in mind your statements are being recorded and can be used against you.
Sí, pero por favor tengan en cuenta que cualquier declaración que usted haga está siendo grabada y por lo tanto puede ser utilizado en su contra.
Sí, gracias. Mira, le quería decir que yo estaba en California, San Diego, California. Yo salí el 8 de marzo de San Diego, California. Y entonces yo no me presenté. Yo estando preso, a mí me pusieron una orden de arresto porque no pude presentarme a la corte.
Lento.
I was in California until the 8th of March, and I was detained and couldn't appear in court because when they issued the warrant because I was detained.
Y cuando yo salí, la corte estaba cerrada porque yo me presenté yo fui a la corte y la corte estaba cerrada. Yo no entiendo por qué razón, ¿me entiende?
And once I got out, I went to the court building, but it was closed. So, I did go and it was closed, so I don't understand.
Your attorneys will stay in communication with you. Thank you. Your case is over for today.
Su caso ha concluido para hoy. Los abogados se comunicarán con usted.
Is that it for the interpreters at BRC?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Have a good weekend, Madam Interpreter. Please dismiss.
You too. Thank you.
Okay, the next person is Lindsay Perrin. Corrections, is Mr. Nicholas Chamberlain present?
No, Judge.
Okay, are you Ms. Perrin?
Yes.
Ms. Perrin, you're here for case number 2020 MM38505. You were arrested for battery domestic violence, and I do find that there's probable cause. I'm going to appoint a public defender to help you with your case. I'm going to also set your bond at $750.
Your Honor, state has no objection to PTR.
Does she qualify?
She does qualify
Yes,
for
she does.
PTR.
Or PTR, so you can elect which one you want. Because pretrial release has reporting conditions. Here are the special conditions of your release. You're not to have any contact with Nicholas Chamberlain. You're not to possess, use, or consume any alcohol or any illegal drugs. You must maintain a separate residence, no return to where he lives. If you need to get some belongings, you need to be accompanied by a police officer, and that's a one-time return. And finally, possess no weapons. Weapons need to be surrendered to law enforcement within the same day of your release. Thank you, Ms. Perrin.
Judge, can we pass by Mr. Barajas, Barks, and Gregis Sadek?
So pass by Barajas. Okay, and then the next one is the Greber-Sedek, which is what I mentioned to State Defense earlier. Are you, the next one you want to address is Clint Barks, is that correct?
No, I also want to pass by Mr. Barks.
Okay.
And
So-
also the next one.
Sterling Green?
Green is behavior, Your Honor.
Okay, let's go ahead and do that one. Sterling Green, case number 2020 CF 3136 and 2020-5991. I do find probable cause for the offenses therein. Actually, his IA was done yesterday on 3139. On the battery corrections officer, I'll appoint a public defender, and I'll modify that bond to $1,000, treating it almost as a subsidiary. Which, sir, tell me your name, please.
Tyrone Johnson, ma'am.
Good morning, Mr. Johnson. You're here in case number 2020 CF 3288 and 19 CF 12171 and 2020 CF 5911. Sir, do you want a public defender to help you with your cases? That's a lawyer.
How many cases I have?
Actually, let me correct myself. So we're going to do an on-view violation of probation for any cases that you were on probation for. In case number 2020 CF 911, you were arrested for petty theft with 2 prior convictions.
You doing
And
a
in that case, hold on, don't interrupt me. I'm just going to state your bond at $2,500, no return to the scene of the crime, and no contact with the victim. I'm also going to appoint a public defender. I think it's corrections. What case number is he on probation on?
19-02051.
And that's an Orange County case?
Let me check, Your Honor.
Okay.
It is a Lake County case.
Okay, strike that. I can't take that action. So your other cases, you have bond set. I misspoke. Thank you. Your bond is $2,500.
Ma'am, I don't understand. I was just placed on probation.
Okay, so I took back what I said about probation. I misread your file, but you're in on 3 different cases. I only addressed the petty theft with 2 priors, and your bond is $2,500.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Joshua King.
Mr. King, you do have reporting requirements. I'm also going to appoint a public defender to help you in case number 20 CF 595280. Sir, you're here for 10 counts of possession of child pornography, and then finally a count of failure to report your email address as part of your sex offender reporting requirements. Again, I am going to set a public defender. State what's your position on bond?
That's for standard bond, Your Honor.
Okay, and defense?
We defer to the court.
Okay, on each of these counts, I'm going to set bond at $2,000 per count. Sir, I'm also going to give you some requirements that you report with sex offender once you're released from jail. You have 1 day to report to sex offender probation and update your contact information.
Is that
And
registration or probation?
Hold on just a second.
Okay.
Let me finish, and then I'll let you ask your question. And then you also are to have no contact with persons under the age of 18, and you're not to use the internet or computers or your phones or anything like that for any illegal purposes. What was your question, sir?
You said $2,000 per account, so it's $20,000.
$22,000.
Okay, and
With those
is that
conditions.
10? And then that's total or 10% of that?
Sir, it's $22,000 if you want to post a cash bond, but you can try to get in contact with your attorney or a bondsperson. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Any illegal purposes? No contact under the age of 18. Sir, your name, please?
Antonio Orsidio Oquindo.
Mr. Oquindo, good morning. You're here for a case number 20 CF 60080 for a charge of lewd and lascivious battery to a victim between ages 12 and 15. I do find probable cause, and I'm going to appoint a public defender. Sir, based on your criminal history, state, do you want to be heard on bond?
They have 1 more, Your Honor.
And defense, I'll hear from you also.
Your Honor, we'd ask for a $10,000 bond no contact with the victim, no contact with anyone less than the age of 18, no weapons, no firearms.
And you said 10? I'm sorry, did you say 10? Okay. Defense, do you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. Just wanted you to know that the defendant does not have any prior criminal history.
Okay, so I have documents that show, in contradiction to what you just said, and he's also out on a case in Seminole County. Based on that information before me, I'll follow the state's recommendation, setting bond at $10,000, no contact with the victim. You need to maintain a separate residence, no contact with the victim's family, no contact with anybody under the age of 18. And based on the information in the warrant, I'm also going to order that you not use the internet for any illegal activity. Good luck to you, sir. Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
Osvaldo Alexander Cornones Rosario.
All right, sir. Good morning. You're here in case number 2020 CF 5901 for a charge of burglary of a structure and criminal mischief. Your total bond is probable cause has been found. Your bond is $2,000 on count 1, $1,000 on count 2. I'll go ahead and stay those bonds. And no contact with the victim, no return to the scene of the crime. And do you want a public defender to help you with your case?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll go ahead and appoint a public defender. Thank you. The next person is Brandon Kern.
He's not appearing due to his behavior, Your Honor.
Okay, this is the second day refusal. At this time, I'll waive his appearance, but I will appoint a public defender. Probable cause was previously found, and I'll stay all the bonds with the condition that he have no contact with the victim. Sir, what's your name?
Abimael Rivera Perez.
Good morning, Mr. Rivera. You're here for a charge of battery domestic violence. I'll appoint a public defender to help you with your case. Corrections, is Miss Rivera, Norales Rivera present?
No,
Judge.
No? Okay. So you are entitled to a monetary bond. I'm going to, having reviewed your history, I'm setting your bond at $1,500. Mr. Rivera, you're to have no contact with the victim of the case. You need to maintain a separate residence. I'll allow a one-time return as long as you are accompanied by a police officer and possess no weapons.
There are no objection to PTR.
I want to hear from the victim on that, based on his history. Thank you, State.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sir, what's your name?
Clint Bartz, ma'am.
I'm sorry, what is your name?
Clint Bartz.
He's one of the ones that he was moved to the side.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Barks, good morning. You're here in case number 2020 CF 5971 for a charge of possession of methamphetamines. I'll appoint a public defender. Will he qualify for PTR?
He was not interviewed.
Okay, PTR if qualifies, otherwise I'll set bond at $1,000 and I find probable cause.
When will I be interviewed?
After court.
Bond or priority?
PTR if qualifies, otherwise it's 1,000. What's your name, sir?
Burke Basatic.
He's another one that was pulled to the side, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. Sir, you're already out on bond in case number 2020 MM367AW for resisting officer without violence and petty theft. You have a public defender. You're also arrested in case number 2020 CF 5973 for grand theft motor vehicle and possession of methamphetamine. State, do you want to be heard on the out on bond? Yeah. Any objection to a 30-day offer with credit for about 17 in?
I just want to see what charges we filed it as. served.
Okay. Defense, what's your position on a credit time served offer on 2 counts of resisting petty theft, but he would have bond on the new, I would keep his bonds on the felony?
Can I have a moment?
Yes.
Thank you.
Receive a restitution, Your Honor.
She was pretrial release. Did she get pretrial release or first? Oh, wait a minute.
Your Honor, we have no objection.
Okay.
Your Honor, that's with the reserve restitution. I'm looking for the amount.
How many days?
30 days.
All right. Sir, you're already in.
Sorry, we have 60 days just because of the courts.
Sir, you, if you want to finish your misdemeanor case, the offer is a time served offer, and I would keep the bond at $5,000 on the grand theft motor vehicle and on the methamphetamine. State, is there actually?
What?
Do you want to resolve your misdemeanor cases?
Yes.
Okay. How do you plead to the charge of 2 counts of resisting officer without violence? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No contest.
And how do you plead to the petty theft charge?
No contest.
Do you understand what no contest means?
Yes. Your Honor.
And has anybody forced you to say no contest today?
No.
Sir, do you understand that if you were on probation at the time you committed these offenses, by entering a plea today, your terms of probation would be violated?
Yes, I understand.
Do you understand that if you're not a United States citizen, you will be subject to deportation by entering pleas to these charges?
Yes, I understand.
Now, you're going to be convicted of the charge of petty theft. Petty theft is an enhanceable offense. If you commit a new offense of theft, you will be charged with a felony. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else, state or defense?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, there's a cost investigation of $291.04 to the Ocoee Police Department.
Okay, thank you.
$291.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and adjudicate you to all counts. You'll be fingerprinted in just a moment. Time served on that. You'll be released today on those charges. No return to the scene of the crime. You owe court cost or public defender fee, Ocoee cost of investigation, the amount of $291.04. And I'm also reserving on restitution for a period of 60 days. This will all be on your paperwork. And again, you're also in on a felony arrest for grand theft auto and possession of methamphetamine. State, upon further review, any objection to me modifying and lowering that to bond schedule?
No, Your
On
Honor.
the grand theft auto, I'll reduce that to $1,000 and stay the bond on count 2. Defense, you didn't have any objection to that, did you?
No, thank you.
I think he had like 16 or 17. Sir, what's your name?
Zaire Taylor.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Taylor, you're here for 2 different cases. You have a notice to appear. You were never arrested on it, case number 2020 MM 105 AE. And then you have a second count for disorderly conduct. I find probable cause for both of these. State, do you have a global offer?
Yes, Your Honor. Adjudication, credit for time served. For the NTA, no return to the Bravo supermarket. And it looks like the restitution is
$9?
Yeah, $8.99.
Okay. Mr. Taylor, if you would like to resolve both of these cases today, you would have to pay restitution on the petty theft of $9, and it would be a time served with a conviction as to both the petty theft and the new case. Do you need to talk to a lawyer?
No,
I
I'm
have
ready.
a lawyer in the court.
Just go ahead and do what you gotta do.
Okay, so I'll ask you some questions. How do you plead to the charge of petty theft from, what store was it?
Bravo.
From Bravo Supermarket. Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
Guilty.
And how do you plead to the second count of disorderly conduct that occurred yesterday?
No contest.
Okay, no contest on the second one. Did anybody force you to say guilty or no contest today?
No.
Do you need to speak with a lawyer about these cases?
No.
Do you understand what guilty and no contest mean?
Right.
Is that a yes or no, sir?
Yes.
Okay, sir, do you understand that if you were on probation at the time you committed these offenses, by pleading today, your terms of probation would be violated?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you're not a United States citizen, you will be subject to deportation by pleading to these charges?
I understand.
Now, you will be convicted of the crime of petty theft. It's an enhanceable offense. If you commit a future act of theft, regardless of the value of the item, do you understand that you may be charged with a felony?
Yes.
Okay. At this time, I'll accept both your pleas in these charges. I'll adjudicate you on both, impose a time-served sentence. You'll be fingerprinted on the petty theft charge. You owe an additional $9 cost of restitution to the Bravo Supermarket. State, get me an order to sign off on. And on all of these, I'll give you until July 1st of 2021 to pay your court costs. Do you have any questions, sir? You'll be released today on these charges.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Your name, ma'am?
Megan Colucci.
Ms. Colucci, good morning. You're here for a case out of Seminole County, Florida, and we're going to keep you, we've communicated with the judges in Seminole County, and you'll remain at no bond status. Good luck to you, ma'am. Here you go, ma'am. Can you tell me your name, please?
Javier Jonah Jr.
Mr. Jonah, you're here for a writ for civil contempt of court. I'm going to release you on that case. You do need to appear telephonically at the next court hearing, which is going to be on June 10th at 9 a.m. You will get a copy of the paperwork upon your release. Good luck to you, Mr. Jonah. And that's on. You're welcome. I think I signed everything in his case. What's your name, sir?
Nathaniel Bell.
Mr. Bell, good morning. Do you want a public defender to help you with your case?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll go ahead and appoint a public defender to assist you with your case. 2020 CF 5803. There's probable cause, and you were arrested for aggravated assault with a firearm, unlawful discharge of a firearm, as well as possession of a concealed weapon by a convicted felon. On count one, I'm going, is the victim present? Corrections?
That's my brother. It was a
I understand it's your brother. You may not want to say anything else. I do have lawyers who are representing you on this side.
No, ma'am.
Is Mr. Dorwell present? Corrections, I couldn't hear.
No victim is here.
State, do you want to be heard on the domestic count? Count one?
Standard bond, Your Honor.
Do you want me to treat it as a subsidiary or $3,500? I'm going to set bond on count one at $150. Count two, I'll stay the bond. Count three, I'll stay the bond. Your total bond is $7,250. Sir, you're not to possess any weapons. Weapons need to be surrendered upon your release. And you're to have no contact with the victim in this case, no return to the scene, and you must maintain a separate residence from him. Good luck to you, sir.
Okay.
The next person at the podium doesn't have a victim here also, Your Honor.
Does not, you said?
Does not.
Okay, what's your name, sir?
Julio Burgos, ma'am.
Good morning, Mr. Burgos. You're here for case number 2020 CF 5861 for a charge of battery as well as hindering communication to law enforcement. I do find probable cause. I'm going to appoint a public defender on this case. I do find, having found probable cause, considering your history. Oh, he does have a private attorney?
Yes, I do, ma'am.
Oh.
All right. So Mr. Cohen's office has filed a notice. I don't see him in the courtroom, and I don't believe he's there. State, any objection to bond being at, on count one, another bond of $1,500? Okay, on count one, I'll set bond at $1,500. On count two, the battery, I'll stay that bond at $1,000 for a total of $2,500. Mr. Burgos, here are the conditions of your release. You're to have no contact with the victim. You cannot contact the victim even for purposes of visiting the children. You must maintain a separate residence, no return to the residence, and possess no weapons. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
The next defendant doesn't have a victim here also, Your Honor.
Thank you. Is this first Lamont?
Yes, ma'am.
He said these. Sir, what's your name?
Ernest Lemaine.
Mr. Lemaine, you're here in case number, you're here for two different cases. In case number 2020 CF 4977, you were arrested for battery with one prior. And case number 2020 CF 5319AO, aggravated stalking after injunction. Do you want a public defender to help you with your charges?
Yes.
I'll go ahead and appoint a public defender. On the battery with one prior, I'll stay that bond. On the aggravated stalking after injunction, I'll set bond at $3,500. I'm ordering the following based on your criminal history. I'm ordering no contact with any of the victims. You must maintain a separate residence. You can't go back to where the victims lived. You're also not allowed to possess any weapons. If you own any weapons, they do need to be surrendered to law enforcement. Anything else, state or defense?
What was the bond on the stalking?
$3,500. Anything else, defense?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Lamont?
The other bond is still set for 25.
Yes, sir. Your total bond is $6,000.
Okay.
Thank you.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name?
It's D.J. McCarthy.
Do you want a public defender to help you with your case?
For right now, temporarily, yes. I'll just get
Okay.
one for right now.
I'll go ahead and appoint the public defenders to help you with your case. In case number 20 CF 6004, you were arrested for shooting from vehicle within 1,000 feet of a person and discharging firearm in public. I do find probable cause for those offenses. State what kind of bond are you seeking?
Objection to staying the bonds as is.
Oh, they were bond corrected to zero, but
I had
want me
bonds.
to
They
stop?
were 25,000 at first, and then they got revoked. And honestly, I'm not really asking to be put on pretrial release. As long as I can get a bond, I can show proof.
Your
that-
Honor, I just wanted to
I can show proof of
let the
anything that
defendant
happened.
know to not speak about the facts of your case.
okay, so your attorneys are reminding you not to talk about the facts of the case. I'll go ahead and set bond at $5,000 on count one, $150 on count two, and on count three, $100 for a total of $5,250. You're to have no contact with the victims or witnesses in this case, no return to the scene of the crime. Additionally, you're not to possess any weapons. If you do own any weapons, they need to be surrendered to law enforcement within 3 hours of your release from jail.
All right, no
And
problem.
then he was IA'd on these other cases yesterday.
Question: the cases from yesterday. There was one that I had no bond on. Is that what I'm facing right now? The one
I
I'm
don't know,
here
sir.
for right now.
It'll be on your paperwork, sir.
Oh, I didn't get any paperwork. I haven't received the affidavit or like anything. I haven't received anything at all. Like not a single piece of paper at all since I've been here. So I'm trying to see like what exactly I have no bond for and what I have bond for. I honestly don't even know. And I'm trying to get a bond for everything because I'm the one who was I got beat. I got jumped by her and her brother. So
Okay.
I have
I
bruises
know
on my
one of your
nose right now.
cases- Sir, I don't know what your bonds are. Good luck to you, though. They were given to you yesterday. I wasn't here yesterday, so thank you. What's your name, sir?
Andrew Colosso Santos.
Mr. Santos, good morning. Do you want a lawyer from the Public Defender's Office to help you with your case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll go ahead and appoint a public defender. I find probable cause for tampering with witness, battery, domestic violence, and criminal mischief. Corrections, is
No.
Janet Algarin Cologne present?
No victim present, Your Honor.
Okay. On the count of tampering with witness to hinder communications, based on your block of criminal history, I'll stay that bond at 1,000. On the battery, I'll set it at subsidiary at 100, and the criminal mischief, I'll modify that to 100 for a total of $1,200. Is that a bond you can afford, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll stay that bond. You're to have no contact with the victim of the case. You're not to possess any weapons. If you do own any weapons, they do need to be surrendered to the police department within 3 hours of your release. And again, no return to our home. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, sir. The next person is, yes, ma'am? Yes, sir?
No victim present for this defendant also.
Are you Ms. Gaines?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Ms. Gaines. You're here for case number 2020 MM3527. Do you want a public defender to help you with your case?
I guess so.
All right, I'll go ahead and appoint a public defender. I'm going to set your bond at $1,000. I'm ordering no contact with the victim, Amari Kilpatrick, no return to the scene of the crime, maintain separate residence, and possess no weapons.
Okay.
Your Honor, can we request a one-time return with law enforcement?
Based on your attorney's request, if you need to collect some belongings, I'll allow you to return just one time, but you must be accompanied by a police officer. Good luck.
Okay.
Based on her history, I'm going to deny that request and above average risk. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next person is Bellis McNamee. Sir, you're here on a new charge for battery dating violence in case number 2020 MM214. Do you want a public defender to help you with that case?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and appoint a public defender. I find probable cause. I'm setting your bond at $1,000. I'm also ordering that you have no contact with the victim of this case, no return to the scene of the crime, maintain separate residence, and possess no weapons. I'll do a one-time return as long as you're accompanied by law enforcement. Additionally, you have a lawyer from the Public Defender's Office on 19 CF 11961AO. That case is in trial posture. I'm revoking your release conditions on that case, holding you at no bond with the same conditions. Good luck to you, Mr. McNamee. Good morning. Are you Joshua McNeil?
Yes.
Mr. McNeil, you're here for a charge of battery domestic violence in case number 2020 MM413AO. Do you want a public defender to help you with your case?
Yes, ma'am. I had one quick question.
Okay, I think your attorney is going to say...
Please don't speak about the facts of your case.
Oh, it wasn't about the facts of my case. I just had a question about, am I eligible for a PTR? Because I really don't have any bond money because I haven't been working because my
Hey,
job.
what's your position on PTR? He qualifies. Okay, I'm going to put you on pretrial release. It does sound like they've been in contact with your family on this. You're to have no contact with the victim of this case. You
Yes,
can't.
ma'am.
You need to maintain a separate residence. I'll allow a one-time return as long as you're accompanied by law enforcement. And you're not to possess any weapons. If you do own any weapons, whether they be knives or firearms, they need to be surrendered to law enforcement. Any questions, Mr. McNeil?
Yes, ma'am. So I am going on PTR.
Yes, you are. Stay in touch with your attorney and follow those conditions.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
What's your name, sir?
There is a victim for this case, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
There is, what did you say, Ms. T?
I'm sorry. There is a victim in the booth for this case.
Okay, sir, what is your name?
Andres Olivera.
All right, sir, you were arrested for battery domestic violence in case number 2020 MM3526. And I believe that Rashani Noreen is present. Please raise your right hand. I'll have you sworn in.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you.
Tell me your name, please.
My name is Roshni Narayan.
And how do you know Mr. Olivera?
Mr. Olivera is my boyfriend or dating partner.
Do you live with him or does he live with you rather? Ma'am, do you live together?
No, we don't.
Okay. Are you afraid of Mr. Olivera?
No.
Do you want to have contact with him? Ma'am, do you want to have contact with him?
Yes.
Were there any drugs or alcohol involved?
No.
State, do you have any questions?
Do you have any concern if he's released without having to post a bond?
No.
No further question.
Defense, do you have any questions for the victim?
No. Excuse me, no, Your Honor.
I'm taking a PTR here.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to release you on pretrial release. And I'll allow for no hostile contact. You can't do anything to harm, threaten, scare, or intimidate her. Additionally, you're not to possess any weapons. If you own any weapons, they do need to be surrendered to the police department. Ma'am, do you have any questions about his release conditions?
No.
Do you agree to everything?
I do, yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Olivera.
Thank you.
Your Honor, the next defendant is Remy. He's not coming to court, but his victim is here.
All right. I'm going to appoint a public defender in Mr. Remy's case. And ma'am, can you tell me your...
I
What?
apologize, Your Honor.
He is here, Your Honor.
Okay. Recall on Remy, case number 2020 MM 3531. Are you Mr. Hidalgo Remy?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Do you want a public defender that's a lawyer to help you with your case?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
And if there's any witnesses present, please raise your hand and I'll have you sworn in.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, so help you God?
Is Marie Remy present?
Ma'am, she is. She's right there.
Let's talk to Marie Remy. Put her in the box, please. Ms. Remy, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you'll give today is the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
And your full name?
My full name is Marie Remy.
Ms. Remy,
Remy.
how are you related to Mr. Remy?
This is my firstborn son.
Does he live with you?
Yes.
Are you in fear of him?
No.
Do you feel safe having him return home?
Yes.
Do you want him to return home?
Yes.
Does he normally take medications to help him with his medical and mental health issues?
Yes.
Okay. Does he need to continue taking them?
He needs to continue to take them.
And does he use any illegal drugs that affect his mood?
No.
State any questions for the mom?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, any questions for the mom?
No, Your Honor.
Corrections, will he qualify for pretrial release?
He will, but he won't be released today. He has a active warrant that he was just served with.
What's the warrant for?
It's battery and resisting officer without violence. Battery on Leo.
Okay. I'm going to pretrial release him on this battery case for battery domestic violence. No hostile contact with your mom. You can't do anything to harm her or scare her. Do you understand that, Mr. Remy?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
You're,
Sorry, Your Honor. The case that he just got served with. You have the case number?
I'm just looking.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Mr. Shaw, do you have that case number?
2020 CF 004622AO. He goes to IU tomorrow.
4622AO?
Yes.
Is it NT?
It's a battery on a law enforcement officer and resisting an officer without violence. We filed it. 4-6.
Check that habeas. Corrections, Madam Clerk, can we advance it and call it up today in IAM?
This early.
2020 CF 4622AO. Corrections, can we do that? Because of his mental health issues?
That would be on the clerk, if she wants to call it.
Defense, any objection to it being heard?
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, Ms. Ramey.
Yes. Mr. Remy has short-term memory loss. So then I was not aware of that case, and I'm the one that is coordinate his care and then his needs, and I was not aware of this one.
Okay, that's not uncommon.
Your
You want me to
Honor,
repeat
may I
it?
speak, please?
It's an F3. Can I do it? Okay, I didn't hear. All right, so state, what's your position on monetary bond? It came in. Don't remember.
We can treat it as a subsidiary, Your Honor.
Okay.
Affidavit.
It came in as an information.
Sent to you.
Oh.
We have to update it.
Has he already been arrested on the case?
He's been served on the warrant.
Oh, he has been, but it's not updated in the computer?
No.
Yeah, I have to leave it set for tomorrow with everything going on. But on this case, I'll pre-trial release him. No contact, no hostile contact with your mom. You need to take the medications that the doctors tell you. You're not to possess any weapons, and you're not to use any illegal drugs or alcohol. Thank you, Mr. Remy. They'll see you back in court tomorrow, but you do have a bond in those cases.
So
Miss Remy, I can't modify it right now and change it, but he does have a bond of a total of $1,100. Okay?
What are we gonna do with that bond? Because he's not working.
Okay. If he can't afford it, he'll be heard again tomorrow. Thank you.
Is he going home with me?
Not today, unless that bond is posted.
When next he's going to court? Tomorrow morning?
Yes, ma'am.
At what time?
11.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, can you tell me your name, please?
Valentina.
Miss Valentina Rosano, you're here for case number 2020 MM3525. Ma'am, you were arrested for battery, domestic violence. I do find probable cause. Any
Yes,
contact
the victim is here, Your Honor.
Okay, Giancarlos Ramos, please raise your right hand. Let me know when he's ready. Corrections?
He's ready.
You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, so help you God.
What's your name, please?
Carlo Ortiz.
And how do you know Valentina?
She's my fiance.
Do you live together?
Yes, we do, ma'am.
Are you in fear of her? Are you afraid of her?
No.
Do you want contact with her?
Yes.
And were drugs or alcohol involved?
Yes, Your Honor. Both of us were drinking that last night.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to release you without having to post any monetary bond. Do you want a public defender to help you with your case? That's a lawyer?
Yeah.
I'll appoint a public defender. I'm releasing you on pre-trial release. You are to have no hostile contact with your fiance. You're not allowed to possess, use, or consume any alcohol or any illegal drugs, and you're not allowed to possess any weapons. Mr. Ramos, do you have any questions?
Yeah, ma'am, I just wanted to thank you. I just want to say thank you.
Ms. Rojas, Nino, do you have any questions?
Do I get a bond today?
I'm releasing. You don't have to give any money right now, so you're going to be released pre-trial release.
You don't have to pay anything.
Oh, okay.
They'll explain everything.
Okay, thank you.
You get ready to get out.
The next person is Gary Aguilar.
No, Your Honor, we have one of the defendants that.
Sure. Is that James Barajas?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you James Barajas?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right, give me just a moment. Do you want a public defender to help you with your new case?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll go ahead and appoint a public defender on your new case, sir. You were arrested for burglary with an assault or battery therein, as well as criminal mischief. It's a PBL. State, what's your position on count one?
The defendant should be held at no bond, Your Honor. He broke into the dwelling of the victim. As the victim tried to call 911, by using the tag number of the car the defendant was in, he then attacked the victim, who had a laceration on his lip and was bleeding. They, both the victims and the victim and witness knew the defendant from previous interaction.
All right, defense.
Your Honor, we defer the matter to the court.
Just want to double check. Statute. Okay, I'm going to hold you at no bond on count one with a no contact, no return order. And on count two, I'll stay the bond at $100. Additionally, on your possession of cocaine, which case number is 18 CF 13568BO, I'm going to also revoke your release and hold you at no bond in that case. Good luck to you, sir. Is Gary Aguilar next?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Are you Mr. Gary Aguilar?
Yes, I am.
Sir, you're here for two different cases. Case number 2020 CF 5950, possession of fentanyl and possession of drug paraphernalia. And then 20 CF 599AO for introduction of contraband into a county facility. Do you want a lawyer to help you with your case?
No, I didn't know I had anything on me. The police searched me.
Your Honor.
Okay. Your attorney's reminding you not to say anything because your statements can be used against you. So here's what I'll do. On the possession of fentanyl, I'll say your bond at $1,000. And same thing on the paraphernalia for $100. On count two, I'm sorry, strike that. On the introduction of contraband, I'll set that bond at $150 as a subsidiary. Okay, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, can you pass over on the next defendant, Atkins?
Sure.
Thank you.
Sir, what's your name?
Angel Ayala.
Mr. Ayala, you're here in case number 2020 CF 5993AO. I'm going to stay your bond at $1,000 or pretrial release if you qualify. So you do need to have your ties done, your community ties established. Do you want a lawyer to help you with your case?
If I need to, I will be hiring one.
Okay, while you're in jail, do you want a public defender in case you can't afford one?
Somebody to talk to, yeah.
All right, I'll go ahead and appoint a public defender to talk to you. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, the next defendant is Atkins.
Okay, thank you. Ma'am, your full name, please?
Sharonda Renee Atkins.
Do you want a public defender to help you with your case?
Yes.
Ma'am, I'll be addressing three different cases. You're here for driving with license suspended as a felony offender based on your three subsequent adjudications, then possession of cannabis, possession of alprazolam, possession of cocaine, and introduction of contraband into a county facility. Do you want monetary bond or pretrial release on these cases? Pretrial release, you don't have to give any money now, but you do need to check in.
Will I get out today?
Pretrial release, you will get out today.
Yes.
Okay, I'll put you on pretrial release on all these cases with the condition that you not possess, use, or consume any illegal drugs. You'll be subject to random drug testing in 30 days. So let's go ahead and set that for June 17th.
Your Honor, we do have an add-on fact. She's out on pretrial diversion in case number 2019 CF 012548AO.
There's no objection and no action.
Okay, I'll take no action on that. Thank you. Next person is Wendy Benjamin. Your name, please?
Wendy Spencer Benjamin.
Okay, it looks like your bondsman came off your bond in one case, so I'll give you a new bond. In case number 2020 CF 5809, set that bond at $2,500. And then Judge Dubois gave you a bond for your violation of probation. Corrections, is he also being seen on the 2012 felony violation of probation?
He's been seen on both BOPs.
Any other action or cases that I'm missing?
No, just the endorsement.
Okay. Yep, new bond at $2,500. Thank you, sir. Glenn Berry,
Yes.
are you Mr. Berry?
Yes.
Mr. Berry, you're here for a charge of possession of cocaine as well as drug paraphernalia. Do you want a public defender to help you with your cases?
Yes, please.
Do you want pretrial release or monetary bond?
Pre-trial release.
Okay, I'll put you on pretrial release with the condition that you not possess, use, or consume any illegal drugs. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, what's your name?
Elijah Brantley.
Mr. Brantley, you have a possession of tetrahydrocannabinol oil here in Orange County. I'll go ahead and appoint a public defender on that case. I will stay that bond at $1,500. You're also being held at no bond status for some Seminole County violation cases at 173975 and 18580. You may not want to say anything. All of your statements are being recorded and can be used against you. I can't change the Seminole County bonds right now.
I was they let me I bonded out on those charges already, so I was trying to see like I get off probation next month. I'm supposed to get off on June 1st, and this is my first mess up like in 2 years.
Please don't discuss the facts of your case.
All right. Thank you, okay, sir. Your case is over for today. Aisha Brown.
Yes.
Ms. Brown, good morning. You're here for a felony charge of criminal mischief, and then you're also already out on bond in case number. Okay, do you want a public defender to help you with your new case?
Not at the time.
Okay, if you change your mind, let me know.
Do I need one? I need one? Okay, well, yes.
Okay, I'll appoint a public defender. Ma'am, you're here in case number 2020 CF 583680 for a charge of felony criminal mischief. You do have a bond of $1,500. And then you also have 2020 MM 111480. I'll take no action on that case. Good luck to you.
So the bond went up.
Sir, what's your name?
Lois Campbell.
Mr. Campbell, I'm going to be addressing two different cases. I'll appoint a public defender. 2020 CF 5934, possession of methamphetamine. Your bond is going to be stayed at $1,000. I do find probable cause. Sir, you were just also released yesterday in case number 2020 CF 5843 for possession of cannabis. In that case, I'm revoking your ROR. And I'll give you a new monetary bond of $1,000 plus pretrial release, testing within 30 days of your release. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, how are
Okay. Yes. Sir, what's your name?
you? Carlos Caraballo. Or Jacob.
Mr. Caraballo, you're here in case number 2020 CF 5990. You were arrested for resisting officer without violence, possession of THC, possession of cannabis, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Corrections, is he going to qualify for pretrial release?
He does qualify for pretrial.
Okay. Do you want a lawyer to help you with your case from the
Please
public
and thank you.
defender's office? Okay, I'll appoint a public defender. And does he have any history corrections?
He has no history.
Okay, I'll go ahead and put you on pretrial release. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Give me just a moment to check my email on this one. All right. Are you your name, ma'am?
Ellis Brianna.
Ma'am, I'm going to appoint a public defender to help you with your cases. In case number 2019 CF 11205, you failed to appear for a drug and paraphernalia charge. Your bond is being stayed at $2,000 on count 1 and ROR on count 2.
Oh, okay, so I have a bond on both now?
Yes, you have bonds in both of these cases. Let me finish.
Okay.
In 2020 CF 5980, you were arrested for new offenses of possession of MDMA,
Same.
possession of drug paraphernalia, and resisting officer without violence. I'll stay those bonds as well. And I'm going to give you a lawyer to help you with your case.
Okay.
Are you feeling okay, Miss Edwards?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you, ma'am. What's your name?
Falcon.
Mr. Falcon, do you want a public defender to help you with all of these cases?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I do find probable cause for the new charges in case number 20 CF 600 AO for possession of cannabis with intent to sell or deliver with a weapon, possession of a controlled substance with a weapon, carrying a concealed firearm, possession of fentanyl, possession of THC, possession of cannabis greater than 20 grams, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to do some bond modifications on those. On the possession of cannabis with intent to sell or deliver, count 1, I'll set that bond at $10,000. On count 2, $150. Count 3, $150. Count 4, $150. Count 5, $150. Count 6, $150. And count 7, $100. Sir, I'm also imposing a condition that you not possess any weapons, nor are you to possess any illegal drugs or drug paraphernalia. In case number 2019 CF 17172 AO, I'm revoking your release conditions, revoking your bond, and holding you at no bond status. Good luck to you, sir. The next person up is Mr. Ferguson. Good morning. Are you Mr. Ferguson?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Ferguson, you're here for, do you want a lawyer to help you with your case?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're here for a charge of possession of fentanyl, heroin, and drug paraphernalia. I do find probable cause. Corrections, is he PTR eligible?
He didn't qualify during his interview due to his failure, probation status in Tennessee. He has 2 warrants, but they're not any extradition.
So I'll go ahead and stay the bonds then. Thank you, sir. Alberto Fernandez is next. That's 2020 CF 5979 and MM 116. Are you Mr. Fernandez?
Yes, I am.
Is the victim Ioani Diallo present?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. I do find probable cause for the charges of battery, criminal mischief, and violation of repeat violence injunction. On count 3, I'm going to set that bond at $2,500. On count 1, I'll modify 1 and 2 to $100 apiece. And then on the 2020 MM 116 AE, violation of repeat violence injunction, I'm setting bond at $1,500 on that as well. You're not to have any contact with the victim, no return to the scene of the crime, possess no weapons. If you own any weapons, they do need to be surrendered within 2 hours of your release. Follow all terms of the injunction. Anything else, state or defense?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, the next defendant, Natasha Glee, bonded.
All right, thank you. Are we up to Charles Gunn?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Are you Mr. Gunn?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to appoint a public defender in case 2020 CF 5975. Sir, you were arrested for grand theft motor vehicle and possession of cocaine. On count 1, I'll stay the bond. On count 2, I'll modify to 150. No contact with the victim. In case number 2019 CF 14425 AO, that's a Division 12 case that's already in trial posture, so I'm revoking your release and holding you at no bond status on all counts. Thank you. Sir, what's your name?
Eddie Harris.
Let me check my emails on this one. Okay, sir, you already have a public defender in case number 2019 CF 14827AO. Sir, you failed to appear in court back in March for possession of a controlled substance, petty theft, and trespass in a structure. You'll continue to be held at no bond status, but I am going to appoint a lawyer to help you with your case. Good luck to you, sir.
Wasn't the courthouse is closed down? I didn't know that.
It was not closed on that date.
Oh, cool.
Sir, what's your name?
Javion Hempel.
Okay. Corrections, I'm going to need some help going through his case with the case numbers on it. Mr. Hemphill, do you want a public defender in any cases where you don't already have a lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Again, corrections, I might need some help with this. Oh, he already does have a PD? Thank you. In 19 CF 9515, sir, you missed your court date. I'm sorry, there was a clerical error. You should be held at no bond status for the charges of grand theft and burglary of an occupied dwelling. Were those VOPs? Is that your understanding? Yeah. So that was treated as an on-view violation of probation by either the officer or the court. So you'll continue to be held at no bond status for those older cases. And then in case number 2019 CF 16298. Give me a moment on that.
Just make it.
Your pending trial date is in June. And then you also have a misdemeanor case in 2020 CT 2658AO for no valid driver's license. And your arraignment is, do you want me to arraign him on it now? And just so it can be set?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Enter a plea of not guilty because it would violate his probation?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll enter a plea of not guilty on your new charge of no valid driver's license, and then I'll take no action on 19 CF 16298AO. Good luck to you, sir.
Your Honor, my probation, this says that my case is still open. I haven't been placed on probation.
No, your other case, he was on probation, right?
On the 2019 CF 9515.
Yeah.
Defendant.
I'll double check.
Your Honor, are we giving him a court date?
It'll be on his paperwork, and it'll be reassigned to a division.
Thank you.
But it'll take a day or two. A business day or two, rather. Okay. I've already taken action on that case. Thank you, Mr. Hemphill. Good luck to you. The paperwork on that says that he was supposed to be held at no bond, and it was incorrectly modified. There was a clerk's error, so
Okay, so we're leaving it at one.
yes. What's your name, sir?
Hey, how you doing? My name is Jamal.
Hi, how are you?
Fortune.
Come in.
Okay, yeah, I was really confused on that one. Sorry for the wait, Mr. LaFortune. Mr. LaFortune, I'm going to appoint a public defender on your new case, 2020 CF 5936. Sir, you were arrested for charges of possession of cocaine and possession of marijuana with intent to sell or deliver. On count one, I'll stay the bond, and on count two, I'll modify it to $150 for a total of $1,150. You're already out on release in case number 2019 CF 6670AO for charges of possession of cocaine with intent to sell or deliver with a weapon, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, possession of ammunition by a convicted felon,
Excuse
and
me.
carrying a concealed weapon. Hold on, sir. I'm not done talking.
I'm sorry.
You already have a lawyer in that case. State what's your position on that case?
There's no objection, no action.
Not sure about that. Defense, what's your position on that?
Your Honor, we defer the matter to the court.
Okay, sir, did you want to say something? But before you do say anything, defense, do you want to say something to your client? He wanted to say something, remember?
Okay, yes. I would advise that you don't speak about the facts of your case, and you can speak with your lawyer.
And Your Honor, I see that this case, I see a pre-trial conference of July, but then I see another date. Oh, I guess the trial period beginning in August.
Okay, thank you. Did you still want to say something, Mr. LaFortune?
No.
That was your attorney telling you not to talk about the facts of the case.
No, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to revoke his release based on the facts of the new case and hold him at no bond status. The next person is Duran Mayweather. What's your name, please?
Darren Lewis Mayweather, ma'am.
Mr. Mayweather, do you want a public defender to help you with all of your cases?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Sir, your new case is case number 20CF6014AO. You were arrested for sale and delivery of cocaine, possession of cannabis with intent to sell or deliver, and tampering with physical evidence. On count 2, I'll stay the bond at $2,000. Strike that. On count 1, I'll stay the bond at $2,000. Modify counts 2, 3, and 4 to $150 apiece. But sir, you're already in trial posture in case number 174AO. I'm going to revoke your release and hold you at no bond status in that matter. Good luck to you, sir. The next person is Robert Allen McElmore.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, do you want a public defender to help you with your case?
Please.
You're here for case number 2020CF5676AO. For a charge of petty theft with 2 prior convictions, I'm going to set your bond at $1,000 in that matter. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
And I'll appoint a PD. Paul Stephen Patterson.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Patterson, do you want a public defender to help you with your case?
Please, ma'am.
Sir, I'm going to appoint a public defender. You were arrested for a charge of carrying a concealed firearm. I do find probable cause for this offense. Corrections, does he have any history?
No, Your Honor, he does qualify for a PTR.
State any objection. No, Your Honor. Sir, do you prefer pretrial release or monetary bond?
I don't even know what that means.
Okay.
This is new to me.
Okay. I'll
Whatever.
set bond at $1,000 or pretrial release, whichever one you want, okay?
Whatever
You either
gets me
give
out
one-
faster.
I can't make that decision for you,
All right.
but pretrial release might get you out faster. So do you want pretrial release? I'll just do pretrial release.
And the bond
so
is
he doesn't get-
1,000. You say you set the bond at 1,000.
Bond or pretrial release.
Which one you want?
So I'll just do pretrial release at this time, since you're confused and you don't know what's going on. Speak with your attorney. Thank you. Oh, sir, can you bring him back? Thanks.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, you're not to possess any weapons. If you do own any weapons, you're not allowed to have them anymore. Good luck to you. Thanks. Devontae Powell.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Powell, do you want a public defender to help you with your case?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Powell, you're here in case number 2020CF5964AO for a charge of possession of cocaine within 1,000 feet of a business. And you have 2 counts of that, as well as resisting officer without violence. Probable cause has already been found. You're also already out on bond for a trespass in a structure. He was just released. State any objection to making an offer and treating this as a new IA?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So on the trespass,
No objection to no action.
on the trespass, I'll take no action except for appointing a public defender. And on the new case, on count 1, I'll stay the bond. Count 2, 150. Count 3, 150 with an order that you not return to the scene of the crime and not possess any illegal drugs. Thank you, Mr. Powell.
Thank you.
Defense, you okay with all that?
Yes, thank you.
Eddie Reed is next. Sir, you're here for case number 2020CF5981. Do you want a public defender to help you with your case?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint a public defender. I find probable cause. I'll stay that bond at $1,000. The next person is Cornelius Rembert.
He, due to behavior, he would not be coming to court.
All right, I'll go ahead and appoint a public defender on Mr. Rembert's cases. In 2020 CF 5940, he picked up a possession of methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia. I'll stay those bonds. State defense, he's already has an open case 2020 MM 2794AO, a charge of battery domestic violence, and an information has been filed on that case. I'm going to revoke his release. And that's where I was going to go with that. State defense, any objection?
No,
Are you in
just
agreement?
request no action.
Okay. I'm not going to take any, I'm not going to follow the defense's recommendation. I will give him a new bond based on these facts with the same conditions, set bond at doubled or 2,500 per statute. Like that, 2,500.
Okay, it's only one count.
It is just one count. Wait, let me find where to write that.
One count.
No, I'm just trying to find my spot in the paperwork. I did that right, correct? Okay, thank you. The next person is George Rojas.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. You're here in case number 2020 CF 5984 for a charge of destruction of evidence as well as possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you want a public defender to help you with your case?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll go ahead and appoint a public defender, stay the bond on count 1, reduce the bond on count 2 to $100. Good luck to you, Mr. Rojas.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next person is Christopher Thomas. He's in on no bond on a fling and attempting to elude, but is entitled to a bond. Mr. Thomas, do you want a public defender to help you with your case?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a lawyer.
To PTR, Your Honor.
How old is the defendant? He's 20. Okay, I find probable cause for the offenses of fling to elude with lights and sirens, possession of cannabis with intent to sell or deliver, resisting officer without violence, and a second possession of cannabis. Having found probable cause, I'll put you on pretrial release on all these charges with the condition that you not possess, use, or consume any illegal drugs. Anything else, state or defense?
No, Your Honor.
He has, yeah. Your name, please?
The next person at the Taran Thomas bonded.
Okay. The next person is Christopher Vasquez, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Vasquez, good morning. You're here, or I'm sorry, good afternoon, 2020 CF 5942. That's your case number for kidnapping. Do you want a lawyer to help you with your case?
No. No.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
No.
What?
No.
You know what, based on the bond, I'm going to appoint the public defender at this time. State, what's your position on bond? Defense?
We defer the matter to the court, Your Honor.
State, are you able to determine the relationship between him and the victim baby?
Your Honor, he's the uncle.
Residing at the same residence.
Based on his history and most recent conviction and the facts of these cases, I'll continue to hold him at no bond. Thank you, sir. You're to have no contact with the victim the victim's mother, and no return to the scene of the crime. Thank you, Mr. Vasquez. Are you Mr. Villanueva?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Villanueva, you're here for two different cases. Case number 2019 CF 16340, possession of a controlled substance. You do have a bond. I'll appoint a public defender. That bond is $1,000. Then you also have a second case for possession of drug paraphernalia, case number 2020 MM5, I'm sorry, strike that, 3528. State, do you have an offer on that case? Any objection to an adjudication time served? If you want defense, any objection to me making that offer to him?
No, Your Honor.
Sir, if you would like, so you do have a bond for the controlled substance case, which is a felony, and you also have a bond for the next case, possession of drug paraphernalia. It's $500, but if you wanted to resolve your case today, the offer is an adjudication time served, and you would be released on that case today. Do you want to plead to the paraphernalia charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you need any more time to talk to your lawyer about that misdemeanor case?
No, Your Honor.
Sir, do you understand that if you were on probation at the time you committed this offense, by pleading today, your terms of probation would be violated?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, do you understand that if you're not a United States citizen, you will be subject to deportation by pleading to this charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
And have you taken any drugs, alcohol, or medication that's affecting your understanding right now?
No, Your Honor.
How do you plead to the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
Can I ask you a question, Your Honor?
Sure.
This case, I believe is the same case that I was originally arrested for, but they dropped the charges and then they added it to a new charge, right?
That's the felony, but when they arrested you on that felony warrant, they found the straw with you yesterday. Don't say anything about the facts of the case. If you want to close the straw case out, you could enter a plea today if you want. Do you want to plead guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
Guilty on the drug paraphernalia, Your Honor.
Okay. And do you understand what guilty means?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. In that case, I'll go ahead and accept your plea of guilty. You're hereby adjudicated guilty. I'm imposing a time served sentence. You'll be released on that case today, and you do need to pay those court costs by June 1st of 2021. So just over a year. Do you want PDs? Do you want to stay on that case on that plea, or do you want to keep that as a pro se?
You can go pro se.
Okay, so that's pro se, so no PD costs on that one. Okay, and then you have a $1,000 bond for that other felony, okay, that they refiled on. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
Johnny White is next. Yes, ma'am?
Johnny White bonded.
Okay, are we on Williams next?
Good morning, Your Honor, courts.
Good morning, Mr. Williams. You're here for felony case number 20 CF 6013AO. You were arrested for petty theft with 2 prior convictions. Do you want a public defender to help you with that case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I know he qualifies for pretrial release, but he is high risk with lots of priors. I'm going to reduce his bond to a $500 bond.
Your Honor, we have a probable cause challenge. May we be heard?
Yes, go ahead.
As to the petite theft, the affidavit does not state that he has 2 priors.
Okay, so if
No objection to filing this.
to treating it as an M1? Okay, do you want to make an offer on the case if it's an M1?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go ahead and find probable cause to the lesser included offense of petty theft. What's the statute number defense?
Is 812.014, parenthesis 3, close parenthesis C, for
Okay.
cat.
And state has no objection, so I'll go ahead and still stay the bond at 500 based on this history. So your bond is $500, sir.
Excuse me, I feel like I'm not a high risk. If anything, if I was released before and I made my court dates and everything, I was trying to see if I can be eligible for ROR or something.
I'm going to deny that request based on your 10 convictions for felonies, 4 for misdemeanors, and your lack of ties and your inconsistent ties to the community. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, the next defendant, Emmanuel Williams, bonded.
Thank you. Bundell Williams is next. Wait, who bonded? Emmanuel Williams bonded?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And then what about McNeil Williams?
He also bonded, Your Honor.
He what?
He also bonded.
Oh, I thought he had a hold. All right, I thought he had a hold out of Osceola. What's your name, sir?
Mark Davis.
Good morning, Mr. Davis. Thanks for your patience. You're here for a charge of driving with license suspended. This is a warrant out of Seminole County, Florida. I'm sorry, strike that. You have a hold out of Seminole County, Florida. You're also here for a charge of driving with license suspended. You do have a bond in that case. It's $250. Corrections, is he on probation for anything?
It's a FTA for possession of cocaine with the no
Okay.
bond.
State, do you have an offer on the DWLS? I have his DL history. Any objection to the court making an offer?
I know there's a state to the court.
So he's a with. Sir, you're in the best position to know your criminal history. I believe you only have one prior withhold on a driving with license suspended.
Yes.
That's in your criminal history. Today, you're here for a charge of driving with license suspended with knowledge. I'll appoint the public defender temporarily for this plea in case there's any issues. If you would like to resolve your new driving with license suspended today, the offer is an adjudication plus court costs of $276, and I would give you until, $306, and I will give you until February 1st of 2021 to make payment on that. If you resolve this case or bond out, there's still a hold on you for Seminole County, Florida, so I want you to keep that in mind. Sir, do you want to ask your lawyer any questions about the new charge for driving with license suspended?
You said the offer was to adjudicate
And time served. And I give you time to pay the court cost.
Okay. And what about the hold? How's that?
I can't change the hold. That's out of Seminole County, Florida. Does he have a bond on that hold?
It's a no bond.
Okay, so you're being held no bond for your Seminole County case. And once you get transferred or we resolve this case, they may modify it.
Okay.
I'm not making any promises though.
Okay, so this case needs to be resolved for it to go move forward, correct?
I'm not giving you any legal advice. Defense, do you want to tell him anything?
I'm sorry, can you repeat his question?
What's your question, sir?
So this case needs to be resolved before it can move forward with Seminole County?
Yes, sir. Mr. Davis, you're not on probation, so it wouldn't have an effect on you. The only thing that you do want to know, though, is Seminole County is a duelist as well, so you want to take that into consideration.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that last part. I need to take which into consideration?
The charge in Seminole County is also driving while license suspended, so you just want to take that into consideration. And if you get 3 convictions within a 5-year period, your license can be suspended for 5 years.
Yes, and that can't happen. I won't be able to work.
Sir, do you want to accept the plea to the Orange County charge of driving with license suspended, or you want to post bond?
Your Honor, on the Seminole County, we're also being appointed on the out on block,
Yes, ma'am.
so we can talk to.
And they'll help you with your Seminole County case as far as your custody situation.
Okay, I guess, yes. I'm
Do you want me to just enter a plea of no contest? Not guilty,
Mr.
rather?
Davis, you don't have to make a rash decision today.
Yeah,
so-
I'll just enter a plea of not guilty. stay the bond at 250, and your attorneys can reset it if need be, okay?
But I would need to be able to move forward with to Seminole County. I would have to have either be bonded or adjudicated now. Is that correct?
Correct. Actually, I'll keep it at 250.
Any possible?
I can't give you any legal advice. Counsel, you can step in.
So-
I made it more.
Yeah, Mr. Davis, use the number on the form in front of you, contact your attorney, and we can discuss with you what happened on that case.
Oh, thank you. A lot of bond corrections today. Your name, please?
Hochi Perez.
All right, case number, what's going on with this? Mr. Perez, you're here for case number 20 CT 3080. I'll appoint a public defender. You were arrested for the offense of driving under the influence. I do find probable cause. Corrections, I see no history. Can I push the pretrial release?
Yes, we qualify him for pretrial.
Okay. I'm going to do pretrial release with the condition that you not commit any new law violations and not possess, use, or consume any illegal drugs or alcohol. And you do have a public defender to help you. Thank you, Mr. Perez.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What's your name, ma'am?
Rosalind Dixon.
Corrections, give me one moment. What happened to Kaya Atkins?
Oh, Your Honor, she bonded.
Thank you. Sorry for the wait, Ms. Dixon. Ms. Dixon, you're here in case number 2020 MM415AW. You were arrested for an offense of loitering and prowling, and I do find probable cause. You do have a bond of $500. State, do you have an offer?
May I please ROR pre-release so I can go into my job interviews?
Okay, no return to the scene of the crime, and I'll put you on, hold on a moment. I'm going to put her on pretrial release. Will she qualify?
She did not qualify at the time of the interview due to unstable housing, unemployment, unable to verify her community ties.
Any objection to me making an offer on this case? Or you want more information? Actually, based on these facts, I'm going to hold off on that request. I'm going to release you ROR on this matter. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
But you do have I'll have a public defender help you. Is that what you'd like?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
The next person is James Douglas.
Bonded.
Behavior, Your Honor, he will not be coming due to behavior.
All right, I find probable cause, and I'm appointing a public defender for all the charges. 2020 MM 3522, assault on a law enforcement officer. 20 M 0554, city ordinance violation, and then finally 2020 MM 5, strike that 3521 trespass. State, do you want me to reset it for a global offer, or just stay the bonds, or modify the bonds? Or
I would say modify the bonds and no action on the out bond.
okay. Defense, do you want it reset for a plea offer tomorrow, perhaps? But I know you're not going to be here.
Yeah.
You're not going to make an offer on it?
If you could do no action.
Okay, on the assault on an LEO, I'm going to stay the bond at $500. On the remaining, I'll do bonds of $100 and no action on the felony. Next person is Lovelace. Wait, that was a behavior. And PD appointed. Are you Mr. Lovelace?
Yes, ma'am.
You're here for case number 2020 MO555. Mr. Lovelace, you were arrested for an offense of disorderly conduct, and I do find probable cause. Sir, if you would like to resolve this case today, the offer is an adjudication, time served. That means you would be released today, and I would give you until July next year to pay your court cost. Do you want to talk to a lawyer about the time served offer?
No, I'll take it.
How do you plead to the charge of disorderly conduct? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
I'll plead guilty.
And has anybody forced you to say guilty, Mr. Lovelace?
No, ma'am.
Do you understand that if you were on probation when you committed this offense yesterday, by pleading today, your terms of probation would be violated?
Yes.
And if you have a criminal if you're not a United States citizen, you will be subject to deportation by pleading to these charges.
Yes.
Do you need to talk to an attorney about your case?
No, ma'am.
All right, I'll find that he's waived his right to an attorney, entered a plea, I'll adjudicate you, impose court cost, give you a sentence of time served. I'll give you also until July 1st of next year to pay your court cost, and you have 30 days to appeal. You'll be released on this charge today, Mr. Lovelace. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Sir, ma'am, what's your name? What's your name, ma'am?
Andrea.
And your last name is Proctor?
Yes.
Ms. Proctor, you're here for case number 2020 MM3512AO. You were arrested for a charge of trespass in a structure. State, do you have an offer on this case?
Adjudication, credit for time served, no return.
Ma'am, if you would like to resolve this case, it's a credit time served offer. You'll be released today. You can't go back to the travel lodge, and you would have until July 1st to pay your court costs. Do you want a public defender? That's a lawyer to help you with your case.
No, cause I don't have to go back there. I don't want to go back there. That's fine. I just
Okay.
want it. When I do get out though, I think my clothes is still there. I don't know, cause my boyfriend's still staying there. So is it okay if like he can meet me down the road or something to bring my clothes to me? But I don't have to go on the premises. I don't.
Okay. Do you want to plead to this charge, or do you want to?
Yes, cause I want to get out today.
Okay. I mean, you do have a bond in the case, but do you need to talk to a lawyer about your case?
No, but will I be released as in like RRR?
Do you want to plead? I can put you on ROR, or you can just finish your case today so you don't have to come back to court, but you do have to pay on it.
So can you explain that to me? Because I'm still lost. I'm sorry.
If you enter a plea if you say guilty or no contest, your case is going to be closed today, but you have to pay your court costs no later than July of next year. You're following me so far?
Yes.
Otherwise, I will release you ROR. I'll appoint a lawyer to help you with your case, but you have to come back for future court dates. If you have any defenses to this case, you may want to consider that too.
What, ROR?
I'm just going to ROR you.
No.
No? What do you want to do? You want to plea?
Yes.
Okay. If at any point you get too confused, let me know. Let me know if you want a lawyer.
Okay.
What's the highest grade that you finished in school?
12.
Okay, and do you understand what a conviction is? You will have a criminal record because of this. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. Have you taken any drugs, alcohol, medicine, or do you have any health conditions that's affecting your understanding?
No, I just never been through this before, so I'm kind of like lost. So when you told me I'll be released, I'm thinking like, so if I plead like, oh, okay. My bad.
Ma'am, if you were on probation when you committed this offense at the time for any other cases, do you understand that your probation would be violated?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do you understand that if you're not a United States citizen, you will be subject to deportation by pleading to this charge?
Yes.
Do you need to talk to a lawyer about your case? You need to answer out loud, ma'am.
No.
Okay. Do you know what guilty means and no contest and not guilty?
Yes.
How do you plead to the charge of trespass in a structure, refusing to leave? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No contest.
Did anybody force you to say no contest?
No.
All right, I'll accept your plea of no contest. You're being adjudicated guilty. You're being released today on this charge. It's a time-served sentence, and I'll give you until July 1st of 2021 to pay your court costs. No return to the scene of the crime, so your boyfriend can be there, but you can't be there. You can't go back, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck to you. You have 30 days to appeal.
Your Honor, can you allow her a one-time return?
She just said her boyfriend could bring it to her. Okay. So her boyfriend can do whatever he needs to do. Thank you.
Thank you.
defense. She did. So. Sir, what's your name?
Bert Rogers.
Mr. Rogers, good morning. You're here in case number 2020 MM115AE. You were arrested for a charge of petty theft,
Yes, ma'am.
and I do find probable cause. State, do you have an offer on this case? So there is no offer on this case. Do you want a lawyer to help you with your case from the public defender's office?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll go ahead and appoint a public defender. Can you afford a bond of $100?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Any objection to RO? How long have you lived in Orlando?
Since July of last year. I live in Castleberry.
State, do you want to be heard on bond? His history precludes him from PTR.
RR, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to release you ROR on this case. Stay in touch with the public defender's office, though.
What does ORR mean? R.
Release on your own recognizance. You don't have to give any money, but you will be released from jail, but you can't go back to that business, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And appear for your future court dates. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Joseph Simard is next. State, do you have any objection to a time served offer on this? Are you Mr. Joseph Simard?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, you were arrested for case number 2020 MM3530. I find probable cause for charges of possession of drug paraphernalia and soliciting without permit. Sir, if you would like to resolve your cases today, it's a adjudication time served offer,
Yes.
and I would give you until next year to pay. Do you need to talk to a lawyer?
No, I do not.
If you change your mind at any point and you do want a lawyer, let me know. Mr. Simard, how do you plead to count one, possession of drug paraphernalia? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No contest.
How do you plead to count two, soliciting without permit?
No contest.
Has anybody forced you to say no contest?
No.
Sir, do you understand what no contest means?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you were on probation at the time you committed these offenses, by pleading today, your probation would be violated?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you're not a United States citizen, you will be subject to deportation by pleading to this charge?
Yes.
Have you consumed or used any drugs, medicine, alcohol, or do you have any mental health conditions that's affecting your understanding right now?
No.
I've asked you a lot of questions. Do you need any more time to talk to a lawyer?
No, I do not.
I'll find that you waived your right to counsel. You entered a plea of no contest. You're adjudicated guilty. I'm imposing court costs and a time served sentence. I'll give you until July 1st of 2020 to pay your court cost, and you have 30 days to appeal. Any questions for me, Mr. Simard?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. Your cases are over. What's this? Sir, what's your name?
Mark Sinclair, ma'am.
Mr. Sinclair, would you like a public defender to help you with your case for battery?
I'm going to be retaining my own counsel.
Okay. Sir, right now your bond is set at $1,000. Is that a bond you can afford?
Ma'am, I can. The thing is I don't have my cards here with me, and nobody can bring my card. My card is at my house, but if you could please give me ROR today, I could have it in your hands or in the court's hands by Monday afternoon.
Nine, you're for ROR, but because you're not certain of this and your lack of ties to the community, I'll appoint a public defender on this case,
Okay.
and I'm staying the bond at $1,000.
Okay, can I go ROR for till Monday, and so I can get the card to pay the bond?
Sir, based on your lack of ties to the community and the facts of this case, I'm denying that request at this time. He's out of state. A Michigan address is what he's posting.
Yes, ma'am, but I haven't been able to talk to my family or anything.
Okay.
They don't even know I'm here. Please.
Slow down. Corrections. I'll do pre-trial release if he qualifies. If he qualifies.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. State defense, any objection to that?
No, Your Honor.
Christopher Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Smith, you're here for a charge of petty theft in case number 2020 MM3516AO. I do find probable cause. I'm going to stay the bond. Actually, State, what do you want me to do with the bond? He doesn't have a lot of ties to the. How long have you been living in Florida?
A year now.
He's not PTR eligible.
No objection to RR, just no return to Walmart.
Okay, I'm going to appoint a public defender, release you on your own recognizance, no return to the scene of the crime. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
The next defendant, Your Honor, Donna Sweat, due to behavior, he will not be coming to court.
Sir, based on your lack of ties to the community and the facts of this case, I'm denying that request at this time. He's out of state.
The next defendant, Your Honor, Donna Sweat, due to behavior, he will not be coming to court.
All right, 2020 MM 352480. I'll waive his appearance, but I will appoint a public defender. Stay the bond at 500? Vince?
No objection.
Okay, we'll stay the bond. Next person is Christopher Troy.
Hello.
Hi, sir. Sir, you're here for two different cases. Case number 2020 MM 3523 for a charge of battery. I do find probable cause. And then in case number 20 MO 55680, on the battery charge, you do have a bond of $500. And then in the other case, you were arrested for disorderly conduct, as well as resisting officer without violence. I'll release you ROR on both of those city cases, but I will appoint a public defender. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sir, what's your name?
Franco Grossi.
Corrections, where is his warrant out of? Lee County?
Lee County.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
Your Honor.
thank you. Mr. Grossi, I'm going to appoint a public defender in the 9th Judicial Circus to help you with your, while you're detained in the Orange County Jail. You're being held for a Lee County case 19 MM 21547. It's a charge of resisting officer without violation of, resisting officer without violence. It's a violation of probation. You're being held at no bond, so I'll stay that in the meantime. Thank you, Mr. Grossi. Next person is Shannon Lennar. Sir, you are being held for a child support writ. You do have a purge in the amount of $1,143. I'll appoint a public defender to help you with this Marion County case as long as you're held in the Orange County Jail. If somebody posts that purge amount, you will be released. Good luck. Yes, sir?
Can I say one thing? She got my stimulus check and my income tax check. So this basically been caught up, but since court system's 2 months behind, everything's closed. She's gotten everything basically already up front.
So our county will reach out to Marion County to see what they'll do if they're willing to modify it, okay?
Thank you.
All right, good luck to you.
The next defendant, Your Honor, Zachary, she bonded.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And then what about Gawain Davis?
Yes, ma'am, right here.
Good morning, Mr. Davis.
Good morning, man.
Your Honor, he's already
Corrections,
been. He's already.
Is this an ICE detainer?
Yes.
All right, sir, you're being held by the you're being held in the Orange County Jail by the Department of Homeland Security. So there is no release on this pending pickup, but I will temporarily appoint a public defender while you're being held. Good luck to you, sir.
I don't understand what you just said, man.
What's your primary language, sir?
English, but I didn't hear you clearly.
You're being held in jail by the Department of Homeland Security for immigration consequences.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Miguel Medina Mercado. Sir, do you want a public defender to help you with your trafficking in heroin, possession of heroin, and possession of cocaine charges?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
I'll appoint a public defender. I do find probable cause for these charges. State Defense, do you want to be heard?
There is no objection to $75,000 and then stay the rest of the bond, Your Honor.
All right, defense?
We'll defer to the court.
All right. Corrections, how long have you established how long he's lived in Florida?
He did not provide an address, and we have 3 months for his length at that address.
3 months. And when was his last conviction out of state?
1 second, Your Honor.
And where was it?
It looks like his out-of-state convictions were from Puerto Rico, and I can find out when the last conviction was.
Thank you. Corrections, I'm going to have, while the state is looking, while I'm getting that information, I'm going to have Mr. Medina Mercado stand by, and I'll address Sino. As long as it's safe, you let me know.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Are you Good morning. Are you Mr. Sino?
Yes, ma'am.
You're here for Orange County case number 18 CF 14139. You're on probation, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's alleged that you violated your probation. I'm going to appoint a public defender, and you'll continue to be held at no bond status, Mr. Sino. Good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
The next person, thank you, sir. The next person is Javier Herrera. Are you Mr. Herrera?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Herrera, you're here in case number 2018 CF 14140AO. For violation of probation. You were placed on probation for trespass in violation of an injunction. Sir, you're being held at no bond status. It's alleged that while on probation, you didn't pay your cost of supervision. You didn't comply with Batter's intervention program, and you didn't pay your fines and court costs. So you'll continue to be held at no bond status. Good luck to you, Mr. Herrera.
Can I explain a little bit about it?
You do have a lawyer. I can't give you any legal advice. I'm just appointing the public defender now is what I mean. All right? So they can explain that to you.
Thank you.
Let's recall Mr. Medina Mercado, and I just need a moment on something. Defense, I'm going to message Judge Young and see if he'll agree to something since that was in January. Okay, recall on Miguel Medina Mercado. Corrections, did you find out that information for me?
Yes, he also has out-of-state history in Massachusetts and Connecticut. His last conviction was possession of a controlled substance of September of 2016 out of Massachusetts.
All right, thank you. Okay, Mr. Medina Mercado, again, you have a lawyer in this case. I'll reduce your bond on count 1 to $75,000. Stay the bonds on count 2. Good luck to you, sir. The next person is Andre Miles. Are you Mr. Miles?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, you're here in case number 2018 CF 15658O for a charge of grand theft, 3rd degree. You were placed on probation. It's alleged that while on probation, you committed a new offense in Fulton County, Florida. Fulton County, Georgia, an offense of driving with expired or otherwise unlicensed and reckless driving, which was alleged to have occurred in July of 2019. Sir, you're being held at no bond status. I'll appoint a public defender while your case is going on. Good luck to you, sir.
Your Honor, do you have two VOPs, one with a bond of 2,000?
Thank you for pointing that out. He does. He also has 17 CF 5959. The same allegations. You are on probation, however, for grand theft in that case, and you have a bond of $1,000. Thank you. Sir, what's your name?
Reza Lanya, ma'am.
Sir, you're here in case number, I'll appoint a public defender to help you in case number 2015 CF 3462EO. You were on community control for 2 counts of racketeering and 2 counts of conspiracy to commit racketeering. It's alleged that while on community control, you failed to report, so you're now being held at no bond status. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's cold in here all of a sudden. Luis Watts.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Mr. Watts. You're here for a charge of driving with license suspended in case number 20 CT 3114. I do find probable cause. I'll reduce that bond to $100. And then you also have case number 18 CF 15053. An on-view violation of community control was done for 2 counts of cocaine, and I'll appoint a public defender to help you. You'll be held at no bond status.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Watts. Okay, I'm going to go to 33-day motions. All right, thank you, corrections.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I just had one question before you disconnect. You did
Yes, ma'am.
Campbell in the felonies. You revoked his case and set it at 1,000 plus pretrial with RUAs. It's 2 counts. Did you want it 500, 500?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so let's go ahead and, do you have your 33-day motions already online, or do you want me to look them up? Okay. Do you want me to go case name first or case number? Which is easier for you?
Spreadsheet.
Okay. 20 CF 4518AO, Jeffries Fernandez.
That should be granted the state file notice of non-filing before the 33rd day.